Good morning. It's 6:15 on May 7th. Driving to work. It's 57 degrees, kind of chilly. It's kind of cloudy and dark this morning. Just leaving the apartment complex, as you can see there. It's a little tricky in traffic when I got a shift here. But I actually just talked to you on the, you texted me. I just made sure you were up. I want you to be late for work, so I actually slept okay last night. I woke up a couple times, but the in-between is when I slept okay. My stomach's real upset, but I don't know, whatever. I don't have a whole lot to say right now because I kind of just want to think on the way to work. I almost said the word meditate, and I don't know, didn't really feel right. So I'm just going to set the camera up here on the dash and try not to let it fall and slip away, so yeah. Well, yeah, so I'm really gonna have to do something to fix that. I think I'm gonna try and get some Velcro. That little position right there wasn't too low, even though the windshield wiper is right there. So if I get some Velcro, that'll also even raise it a few millimeters with the Velcro strips, and I think that'll work. Plus the bottom of the camera, if I just put a couple little dots, that'll hold it appropriately. So I can still open the battery door, and there is a little tripod through there. I was looking to check it. That's why you saw the ceiling. I don't really see myself use a tripod with this camera, but I guess I, should leave it open. Back to the dash you go.
The last game, they started out that way anyways. We're second half home. They started out, there was a lot of emotion with the players in the crowd. You let the Steelers at home. Everybody got much, you got your Spike Lee doing his thing with that crazy long. It's not that fast, by the way, because I didn't see the very beginning of this game. Maybe they explained it. Why was Spike Lee wearing when he was, I don't know. He had the hat on and some long, ridiculous tie. I have no idea why. Not even a tie. It looked like a tie. Hide like a tie. I don't even know. I sat myself. Seriously? And then I didn't hear the reason for your point. Spike asked him why, it was just an unusual last thing. I didn't care either. He looked pretty loud though. It was a good. I mean, it was so much. It was an ugly first half, but it was an excellent second. I've seen a lot on Twitter about people that were ripping the Knicks because they released confetti at the end of the game. Okay. We're winning on the playoffs. And Darren Ravel was that's part of the promotion. Okay, right. They have to release these three now. But whatever it was, so yeah, we won a game. We're down 3 games to 1. Frankly, there aren't a lot of great series in this place. I know we're not a lot. I mean, the only one that I think is an AI. And it's Memphis and the Clippers. All right. I mean, Oklahoma City and Dallas had 2 good games against the last. I mean, you really think you found out for the first 2 games you can this series, but as you mentioned, that was fun. You're right. I do like to see it like that. Double-digit leads to create some nice separation, but we were able to lead early in the third quarter. The Knicks went out of it. One quick final one on that, and move through some other games. There was some barricades back there on top. I think it's impossible to imagine he's going to play out without that chance. There was some speculation that Jeremy Lin may be back in play. He tried to practice and tried to go on full contact practice, but I was going to see him play for the Flowers as a regular guy. So I think, would you throw a guy like this? It's one thing for Harry Stoudemire to go out there. He has a $100 million contract. This isn't me. You're rushing his league with a 1-1-3. I mean, look, this guy's making his money. We'll see what happens. What do you think of that? The idea of rushing a guy like that? I think that would be rushed. No one could look at that and say, the Baron Davis is
thing about all this stuff in my life is that before in my life, in anything big or small, obviously nothing's been this big, but I would always try and forget the past. I would say, forget it and move on. You can't dwell on the past. But while that saying may or may not be true, I think that, taken to an inappropriate extreme, it becomes even more detrimental. So I keep thinking, and I keep trying to remember, I try to remember every little incident and every little thing I said or was said to me, and every little thing I did, and every little thing that was done to me. Because I think there's some balance between appropriately remembering the past and moving on from it. So, but I know for now I need to remember it. That's in a year or more, maybe I can move on and say, no, I don't think about that every day. But the time is not now. That time is not now. So, sure, I'm using this wrong again, but I feel like appropriate negative reinforcement is good for me. I never understood that when you try to explain it to me. But, I had a lot of things to learn. Maybe that can be, but we can add that one on the list. I am excited to go to Barnes & Noble tonight to pick up The Artist's Way. Start that thing, whatever you want to call that. I guess I'm just tired of hearing and thinking of the word journey. I don't know. Although it's something I thought of while I was still at home is that I need to call, I think it's called Advanced Marketing Research or Advanced Marketing Strategy, which I don't know how or why, but they're a printing shop and they have that name. But it's in the Austintown Plaza near where O'Donnell's is. So I need to get the programs. Once I get the programs handled for the Hartsville game, that's it. And I still don't know if I'm going to play, because some people say, well, you have one last hurrah, but if you know something's not totally healthy for you, why would you have one last hurrah when you should just stop? But then sometimes I make the kind of argument to myself, well, this isn't a normal game, it's a charity game in front of, I'm hoping, a whole lot of people, and there's not gonna be like a normal social afterwards. I wouldn't go to it if there was anyway, but there's gonna be the odd or unique halftime in that they're doing the strongman show. So I don't know. I know that I gotta finish the programs for it, and I'll worry about it when it comes. I'm very, very glad this past weekend absolutely proved to me, and I hope proved to Brett and some of the other guys that they don't need me. They've graduated past me. This team is beginning its own life as an entity, not something Sean or I are dragging along. So that's nice. But yeah, we'll see. So might be going to Austintown tonight after work. Might not. But I'm gonna put the camera back on the dash here. It's gonna get a little squirrely here soon. We're gonna go down this hill to the new constructed bridges. I'm gonna try and slow down so you can see them, just because I think it's a construction school. I might even pick up the camera and try and show you. So, all right. So they build these little bridges that we jog around here like this.
I mean, if everybody was healthy, would they have a championship caliber team? I guess that would really depend on him. They've got the two quote-unquote done. They do.
So this was once a straight road. I'm still on 224 in PA now. And it was a straight road now, like jogs to the right and then jogs to the left. And here's another big, this one was big. They took them like 5 months to just tear the old one down. I'll show you they're laying the rebar now, so I hope they lay concrete soon, which means hopefully within maybe 6 or 8 weeks it'll be ready. Try and get you a good angle to see it. All those green things are the rebar that they, that strengthens the concrete they pour under. And there's wood underneath there, which they pour onto and then they take out from underneath when the the concrete's set and ready. So, yeah. And then coming up on this little corner bar where I take it left here. I also want to take a moment to say that on the back of my battery light's blinking, so I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to work, and we're definitely not going to make it on the drive home. So here's this little weird corner bar in the split.
I didn't think at any chance it was number one, though that's back when this guy was big. The movie was called Driven, yeah, and the star was Sylvester Stallone. I don't remember that. I do remember that. This was the week after the last time we did a race.
Couldn't see it, but there's this big house up there. It looks real crazy. Not crazy, but like, actually looks like a simple country farmhouse, but they like stacked 3 of them together. Looks really nice. Got a really nice view to the other side here. I'll try and show you when we clear some of these trees. You can see it's just some rolling land. A lot of the drive out here and a lot of this side of PA is pretty nice. I never knew that till I worked out here. And this road I'm taking now actually isn't the road I used to take. Usually I'd go 224 all the way into what's called Union Township by the giant Walmart there. It's a big super Walmart. It's called the Newcastle Walmart, but it's technically in Union Township. But 376 is the little bypass freeway I take there, and its exit is closed because they're doing a bunch of construction. You'll see up here that even the exit I get on now, it's not a straight on exit. I gotta stop at the end of it because they got only one lane and stuff, so it's a mess. But that's construction on freeways in the summer. Stop sign. Yeah, so I'm coming up on 422, and it runs one way into Newcastle, and 224 runs the other, and then they come from slightly different angles, but not parallel ones. So they eventually cross paths a little bit. But, so, forward we go. This is 422.
Study away from the facility. They can work on the computer together, and remember, it's just they can't be at the complex, so they can find ways to do it. But yeah, he can't do anything at the facility until he's done with school, and that for him is June 7th. Yeah, and also now that we're having a lot of conversation about the NBA having its own, and I
because I'm going to sign back on here when I get to work, so you can kind of see work too. But this is the on-ramp I was telling you about. Once I get stopped here at the on-ramp, I'm going to turn it off, so see you in a few minutes.
System to see what he feels comfortable with. We'll watch him go, and we'll do what we feel like he can do.